Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So yeah, you might recall that on the Solana chart, we've been tracking this diagonal structure to the upside from the 22nd of June low. This swing low marked potentially a meaningful low. So we've been tracking this move to the upside since then. But really, we haven't really seen much action since last week's, beginning of last week, I would say. We have not really seen much action because the move to the upside is at best a diagonal. So what we can track here is potential wave 1, a wave 2, A, B. Yeah, we might even be in the B wave still. And then a C wave to the upside could be next. I do not assume, at least, that we are already in the C wave. We could be. I mean, as I said to you, the yellow scenario is currently preferred, which means we're looking for higher prices as long as we're holding above Fibonacci support for the yellow scenario. So we could say yellow scenario or yellow count micro support. Yeah. So as long as we are holding above this level, there is no sign, $133, no sign that we have entered a different scenario. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the market is moving in all of these at once. It hasn't really decided yet because these are probable. All of them are probable. But if I tell you the preferred one at the moment is the yellow count, yeah, the other ones are just potentials. Like, for example, the white scenario in which we might have formed the top in circle wave B in white, and we're moving down for a new low. Currently not. Apologies. currently not clearly preferred. The yellow scenario is preferred just because I can identify a nice A wave, which even looks a bit like a 5-wave move up. The B wave is likely unfolding right now. And there are, again, when we dive into B waves, there are even other scenarios that kind of are, let's say, come into focus, that different scenarios that kind of make sense for a B wave. I mean, I can track this as a standard ABC structure here, yeah, and then a C wave up. Or I could even say that maybe the B wave is a triangle. So that's why I marked, I think last week or so, these triangle trend lines, just to show you. I mean, we have broken out of the upper boundary line, to be fair. I've just redrawn it, but the way it was, we've broken it. I mean, that's not so important from an Elliott wave point of view. I basically just show it as a schematic here. I just want to highlight, look, this could be a triangle, because a triangle can be an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and all we need is a higher low. So that's why we've got the trend lines here. But the initial decline looks a bit like a 5-wave move. So I'm not clearly, I don't clearly prefer the triangle, because first of all, triangles are quite rare. And also a triangle shouldn't really include a 5-wave pattern. So from that point of view, that is not clearly preferred. What is at the moment the one I prefer is that this is just a small B wave bounce in a larger B wave pullback. But then again, that's not high probability, because these situations on these micro levels can really change quickly. I think what we need to watch out for is the following. If we get a break, and I showed you last week this green line, if we get a break above the green line, it already indicates the bulls might start to take the lead. But if I take into account what I see here, which is potentially a 5-wave move up in development for wave C of B, then, I mean, one more high seems likely, actually. So I think we need to lift this level higher. This would also mean if we break above this new level, this new key level there, at around 156.60, yeah, that we break out of a possible triangle. Because in a triangle, this would be the first breakout point, 156.60. So we could then start to not fully rule out the triangle, but it would become even less probable. But that being said, it does look like a B wave. It looks B wave-ish, even with one more high, because it could just be a C wave in 5 waves. So I think it seems probable at the moment that Solana might attempt to form another high there. It not need it, but 5 waves up could definitely be part of this C wave. Honestly, as well, if we track it as an ABC structure, which I am at the moment, then the 100% extension comes into focus. That's the key target there for wave C of B. And that's at around 156.90. So pretty much where that previous structural resistance level is. So that would be a level to focus on for today. But yeah, once we start to break here below these previous swing lows from Saturday or Sunday, we are likely in wave C to the downside already. But then again, it doesn't yet look like it completed C wave up. think then we need to talk about the triangle again. But again, that doesn't really matter. I'm just talking to you about possible microstructures in a B wave, more educational here, because what really matters is this support holding? Doesn't mean we have to test it. Yeah, support levels are not targets, but as long as we are far away from support, there's at the moment not the immediate risk of breaking. So overall, yellow scenario seems preferred. It means that we could get another push in this B wave, but overall it still looks like a B wave, which means another test of support, or at least a C wave down appears probable for now. If we get a decisive break above 156.90, followed by a break above that A wave high from Monday the 30th, $160.30, it might be that the market makes the direct path higher more probable. Yeah, that's the update on Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye bye.